My name is Evelynn, and I am the founder and executive director of Hike Clerb, an intersectional women's hiking group based here in Los Angeles.
My name is Bleeder McAllister. I'm in 9th grade and I attend Philadelphia for Girls High. I'm a vet in Girls Inc. If you can tell me why you started it, like exactly why you started it.
I can tell you exactly why. So I went to the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to these places thinking they're going to be big tourist destinations, right? So I just, expected that I would see all sorts of people there. So I go to the Grand Canyon, and it's that. It's all sorts of people, very touristy, exactly what I thought it would be. And then I go to Zion National Park, which is in Utah, and it was the exact opposite. It was just super homogenous. I did not see very many other people of color, let alone, black and brown people specifically. And I just remember people sort of giving me looks, like just curious looks, like, oh, what are you doing out here? And I'm like, why are people looking at me crazy when I look more like the people whose land this actually belongs to? So that experience really inspired me to start Hike Clerb, so that other women of color, and like specifically black and brown women, would not only feel more like supported and sort of seen in the outdoors and represented in that way, but to also just like educate and give resources and tools to promote other women to get out there and want to have like a bigger relationship with nature, because it is so healing. And so it has been so essential to just like my own journey, and also to just provide like a literal safe space that centers women of color. Because going out and hiking, like before in LA, I would just go out and hike by myself, and sometimes you don't see someone for like 20 or 30 minutes, which as a woman is obviously not safe. So just there's like strength in numbers and building this community. So all of those things really were just the influences behind me starting it. What is your experience with nature in general?
I used to live with my grandpa in PR, and like he lived in the mountains. Like,
cool.
we had to have like a truck, like in order to get up there. Like he had a farm. He had to make his own electricity, and he used like rainwater, and he like connected it through like tubes to like connect it to the sink. He grew like fruits and vegetables, and he also used like solar panels.
This is the most sustainable thing ever.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So did that experience just like make you want to just be more sustainable in general, or did that just like spark something in you to just care on in a different way?
Yeah, it really did. And I think when I was over there, that's when I decided to become vegan.
And how long have you been vegan?
When I was there, I was 11, so like almost 4 years.
Oh wow, that's impressive. I didn't go plant-based until mid-20s. I mean, it really changes everything. For me, it was more so doing it on like the wellness side, and also just the environmental side, because obviously your own sort of footprint on this planet is minimized when you're not consuming tons of meat, especially beef. It's also just so like revitalizing. I feel like I definitely felt my best when I was eating a primarily like plant-based diet. And it also just like changes your whole mindset about how you view food. You know what I mean?
I became vegan when I was in PR, and like my family just thought it was like weird and all, and like didn't even eat and stuff like that. Even some of my friends, like they just ask me like, what do you eat? And like, is it hard? And I just tell them like, it's not hard at all. People just think they can't eat without it.
My family also, they definitely had a lot of questions for me when I told them what my diet was. And especially my grandpa, he was so confused. He was just like, so what can you eat? And I'm like, you can still eat a lot of things. You just have to reframe the way that you sort of approach food. How did you get like interested in just sustainability and nature stuff in general? Was it the PR experience?
I would probably say that impacted it a lot. Like a lot.
For sure. See, shout out to the family members who live in other places, because it really opens you up to just like the new horizons. Had I not had my aunt here in LA, I probably wouldn't be living here today and wouldn't have started like Hike Clerb and been so into hiking and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like family living far, like it could do a lot. If your whole family just lives in like one state, you probably wouldn't travel as much. But if your family like just lives all over the world, you probably like experience a lot. Do you have any like favorite collabs?
Yes, I mean, obviously Free People has been an amazing partner. We've done a bunch of hikes here in LA, and we always give the people who come out on our hikes like so much swag stuff, whether it's water bottles or clothes. Just been really fun to sort of like merge the communities and just sort of like spread the word about what we're doing and our mission, and just getting more women to come out there. What are you really passionate about? What is sort of the work that like you really love doing even right now in 9th grade?
I've had an interest in science since like a long time. My 6th and 7th grade science teacher, like that's what she would do. Like it was like my favorite subject out of the rest of my other subjects. A subject that I actually enjoy. Like I know a lot of kids, they don't enjoy like math or like history, but I just like science.
That's amazing, because obviously for some people like that can be one of the most challenging things, like science and math. So the fact that it comes so naturally to you and it's something that you feel so like at home in is really great. And we need more just women in science positions and just in the industry in general. So that is amazing. Thank you for chatting with us and Free People today. I hope everyone enjoyed learning more about Belita and myself and Hike Clerb, and just hearing about nature in general. And hopefully we'll get a chance to chat more and do more work with Girls Inc. very soon.